Honey, don't. Is it a threat or a promise? We don't agree, Alonso and I. But this is Ethan Coen's second solo effort away from brother Joel. It is in theaters. It is art housey. Alonso, what's it about?
Why is a private investigator looking into a traffic fatality?
What can you tell me about that?
Do you drink?
Heavily. It's a point of pride.
Should you and I discuss this over a drink?
Tuesdays I dry out.
Yeah, it's reuniting the writers, director, and star of Drive Away Dolls, a movie that I did not care for, but I found myself surprisingly charmed by this one, although in the minority when it comes to that, apparently. So Margaret Qualley is back this time. She is Bakersfield private eye Honey O'Donoghue, who is unapologetically lesbian and very glam with what one character calls her clackety-clack heels and the seams that run up the back of her stockings and her pencil skirts. She is investigating the murder of a woman that was supposed to meet with her the following day, but before they could ever sit down to talk, this woman was involved in a deadly car accident. Or was it an accident? Honey begins to investigate, and it's an interconnected web that includes Chris Evans as a local creepy pastor who has a propensity of sleeping with his female parishioners, and cops played by Charlie Day and Aubrey Plaza. The mystery is not particularly important here. The movie kind of knows that. It's really just more sort of about showing you the sort of sun-baked awesomeness of Bakersfield and about letting Margaret Qualley just sort of glide into rooms and say funny things. I was kind of reminded of Altman's The Long Goodbye, and it's not remotely that good. Don't quote me here, but it is that style of like, this is shaped like a detective movie, but it's kind of other things as well. So yeah, it's very breezy. It is very lightweight. There's not much to this movie, but what there is, I found to be fun.
Ethan needs Joel. they need each other, I think. You know, when you look at their solo outings, you know, Joel makes this very austere version of Macbeth,
right?
And Ethan has now made like two kind of zany lesbian noirs, and
yeah.
And there's a third one coming, apparently.
I will not argue that anything they've done by themselves matches what they've done together.
No.
I'm just saying, and maybe again, I probably walked into this with rock bottom expectations because I really, really didn't care for Drive Away Dolls. I didn't think it worked at all. And this one, I thought at least as if their intent is to make B movies, like they've said, it's a lesbian B movie trilogy. It has the sort of spirit and energy of a fun B movie, and it's not taking itself too seriously, and it's definitely not wanting you to take it too seriously. But it has its pleasures. I thought that Charlie Day was funny. I thought Chris Evans was having fun with this like sleazy character.
Oh man.
And Qualley's just, she's a star. I don't know.
She is the best part of this, right? She saunters in her blouses and her trousers and says snappy things, and she's got a ton of chemistry and great timing and a way with a snappy one-liner. And she is by far the best part of this. Like the pieces are there for some kind of cool, like retro, anachronistic, modern day film noir between the costume design. Ari Wegner is a cinematographer who shot The Power of the Dog. And so she gives Bakersfield this kind of like retro postcard kind of faded pastel haze that's interesting. But there is
Honey
nothing
drives a great 70s convertible.
The car is cool, right? Like Honey's office is like wood paneled and she has a Rolodex, so it's leaning
and a
hard
coffee maker.
It's leaning hard into like her as this old-fashioned kind of gumshoe from modern times in a place that is also kind of stuck in time. And the pieces are there. It is a great cast. I think she and Aubrey Plaza have crazy chemistry and really hot lesbian sex. And like kudos to everyone involved here for going for it, because it'd be so easy to like soften this, romanticize it, cut away from it. Like, we're in it, guys. And
again, even that is better than what they were doing in Drive Away Dolls, where they had that ridiculous, like, like lesbian necking sleepover party that just felt like, what are we in high school? Like this would be more intense, and this movie gets to be more intense.
Yeah, I like the energy of Drive Away Dolls better. This really meanders. There is just nothing to this central mystery. It's almost like there are too many supporting characters, all these little quirky oddball people that it all feels very scattered, and you lose the thread of what is happening here. And as you say, like solving the crime is not the point, much like what's happening in The Big Lebowski is not the point, which is also similarly kind of a goofy modern day noir, but like there is a cohesion and like a rhythmic kind of repetition to certain images and ideas and lines of dialogue that, if you pardon the pun, really tie the room together. This does not have any kind of cohesion like that. It just feels like ideas that never quite take shape. And, you know, there are pleasures here and there. Carter Burwell, who is a frequent Coen Brothers composer, does the score, and it's kind of like this Western tinged melancholy thing. I like Chris Evans leaning hard into his villainous phase post Marvel. That is very fun, but it's so over the top and it's so one note that it gets overbearing. Charlie Day also has just the one joke that he's like dim-witted and keeps asking her out, even though she's clearly gay and not into him. Like, again, individual ideas are okay. Like, this is just a bummer and kind of a mess, though.
You know, look, this is not a hill I'm going to die on. But as
you
a
agree
late,
with me, is what you're saying.
No, I mean, as a late August entertainment, I was entertained, and again, that may have just come entirely out of the fact that I really expected nothing here because I really thought the first movie just didn't work at all. This to me felt like a step up in many ways. They're getting a lot right here that they got wrong before. They're making better use of Margaret Qualley. I would argue if you want like kind of recurring things, I mean, like I found all of her scenes with Charlie Day kind of fun in their own way, just in, if nothing else, that the way that she keeps coming up with new ways to like put him off and dissuade him, you know, and just her kind of deadpan is a real treat. So this is, it's, you know, Dave and I were on KCRW and I called this a piffle, and it is.
It's a lark.
It's a lark, but I left not mad at it. I thought it was kind of cute.
The best part of this movie is the opening titles.
The opening titles are great. Yeah.
They're very cool. And
it made me worry that the way they were going to present Bakersfield was going to be like a little condescending, but it's not. I think they really use it well as a location and give you a real sense of place.
And there's a line where Aubrey Plaza, or one of them says to the other, like, "You're from Bakersfield, you know." And I'm like, what does that mean? What, just that they're stuck there? Like, I don't think it does create a sense of place versus, besides just saying like, it's dusty and it's in the middle of the state, you guys. If you don't know where Bakersfield is, it's like Central Valley, very agricultural. It's the middle of California. Anyway,
forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown, you know.
Forget it. It's Bakersfield. Also, the end is totally over the top and shrill, and like that level of whatever this twist and this intensity is, I feel like comes out of nowhere.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, Talia Ryder, what's she doing here? Not a whole lot. Too many characters. All right, I'm gonna say I gave it 2 out of 4 stars on Ebert, so I'm gonna say like a 5.
Okay, I'm at a 6.8. I'm not like a giant cheerleader here, except relatively, I guess. But not mad at this. Had some fun with it. Like, you know, sure, watch it on Peacock. I don't know.
Yeah, there'll be a third one. We'll do that too whenever it comes out.
Oh, for sure.